Lance Revel, New Zealand's top referee. In the centre ring, the Big Daddy Lucas Browne. Back in the squared circle, his 28th outing. Of his 27 fights so far, 26 victories, 23 knockouts. He's a big punching man, a very big man, intimidating. Had no amateur pedigree. So everything he's learned on the hop. Certainly looking in good condition.
Looking in the best shape I've actually ever seen him, Mike. And once again, a bit of a David Goliath matchup. Look at the height difference between these two guys.
It was always going to be this way. Junior Putty. If you let him get his hands off, he can be dangerous. The key will be what happens when Lucas Browne lands the right hand. Just a long looping left hook using the jab. Lucas Browne has deceptively long arms.
As mentioned, this isn't his first rodeo. He's been around the world, fought on a number of big fight nights.
He's been under a lot of pressure in the past as well. Junior Putty needs to be aware of both the chopping right hand and the right uppercut as he dips down. You see him dipping down there. Browne looking for that right hand over the top, leveraging it. Putty showing he's not going to be bullied on the inside.
You saw that too, and you saw Browne say, okay, I will start being a bit more careful on these grapples.
Yeah, landed a little clipping right hand there, Browne. Good footwork for such a big man. Putty needs to find his way on the inside. Uppercut caught him on the way. Just cuffing the chin, not too heavy. Browne moving well. There's levels to this game. And again, Putty, he just has this habit of dipping down to his right. And that can make him vulnerable because he has to come up from that. And he doesn't want to walk into the big right hand of Lucas Browne, which is his best punch.
The thing with Putty too is one punch from him can change the game. If clipped, Browne will go down, but is Putty going to be able to land that?
To be fair, Browne's actually got a very good chin. He took a lot of punishment from Dillian White, who's a solid puncher indeed. And in the end, it was just an accumulation of punches.
Yeah, let's not forget, Dillian White did did beat Anthony Joshua in the amateur days, so world contender right there. And yeah, it was a hard night in the office for Lucas Browne that night.
Well, not only did he beat Anthony Joshua, he beat Joseph Parker just recently. And that was a thrilling bout, albeit with the head clash controversy. Browne just measuring him with that right hand. Just holding back on it at this point. Putty eating the lead hand jab. Browne landing the jab at will.
quick.
Slapping little handbag there from Junior Putty over the top.
The pace of this fight too, or round one, is relatively normal way for the heavyweights. You know, they're not putting too much on the line, just feeling each other out, getting that range.
Oh, you can see the size difference between the two. Lucas Browne, he's moving well. He's leading with the jab. He's not putting too much sting on it. Junior Putty trying to get in there, trying to bridge the gap. When he's had the opportunity to loop a little shot over the top in the clinch, he's done so. Hasn't been able to get his hands free. Browne looks very relaxed in the corner. He's doing more talking than his coach.
I was thinking the same thing. He had a bit of a frustrated, meh type look on his face. He doesn't look too stressed out at all in this situation.
Yeah, I think you'll see the right uppercut coming in this round. Off the jab or off the long looping hook. Just putting Putty in the way of the right hand. He's dipping into it. Possibly the looping right hook over the top as well, which has traditionally been a punch that has seen Lucas Browne poleaxe his opponents. If you hadn't guessed, Big Daddy Lucas Browne, the one in the black shorts with the rival yellow on it. Junior Putty all in black, no socks, Mike Tyson style. Getting inside, short in stature. Browne double underhooks, showing referee, look, he's holding on to me, not the other way around. I can see if this continues, Browne will get a little bit frustrated. He might want to shoulder bump him off. Browne's original foray into combat sports, there he's looking for the right uppercut there. His original foray into combat sports came via MMA.
He was saying that earlier this week that his first fight was in the cage.
His first 3 fights from memory are in the cage, all won by KO. Browne getting back out into centre ring. Just tapped on the ear with a left hook there, and another one that went close.
Huge right overhand there from the Pitbull, just missing the mark.
Well, Pitbull is starting to try and look for shots. Browne
just pushing him out the way.
Now he's using some ring craft there, really. Good angles.
Browne looking super comfortable against the Pitbull tonight.
Doesn't have a great deal of urgency, really. Perhaps a little frustration. Putty needs a reminder that he's not in the scrum.
I see a bit of blood there on the head of Big Daddy, and already
there's that uppercut that his corner called for. Again, the corner has seen him dipping down to his right-hand side. Lucas Browne trying to time it.
So there's already been a head clash as well. Oh,
there was a stiff jab off the right hand of Lucas Browne. So he threw the right hand and then just turned over the jab long, with a little bit of his weight behind it, Prince Nazim style. There's the right hand, just trying to uncork that. Missed it.
Another right there in the grapple from Putty.
Bit of claret coming from the top of Lucas Browne's head.
Nice
Browne just
uppercut.
trying to time the uppercut. He's missed the first couple, but he's certainly looking for it. That cut on his head is well high. He's there for that right hand if he's just falling in like that, Junior Putty.
Big Daddy very light on his feet too. Wouldn't say I'm surprised, but I'm liking what I see with the footwork to Big Daddy as well. Very nimble.
Well, Browne at this point looks like he's comfortable getting a couple of rounds in. A little bit of Vaseline will go on the cut on top of the head. Not quite sure how that would have occurred. It's a long way for Junior Putty to get up there. I'll be interesting to see too. He's working on the left eyebrow there. I'll be interested to see whether that was called from an accidental head clash or from a punch.
guess too, with Pitbull being the shorter, that head moving around at times, it could have easily just hit him there on the eyebrow, but I see what you mean too, with it being at the top of the head. I'm not quite sure how that cut happened up there.
Possibly elbows.
Big Daddy looking composed, relatively relaxed, considering there's a couple of straps on the line.
Well, he's certainly not a man you want to meet in a dark alley if he's feeling a little grumpy. Now the Pitbull trying to get on the inside and work his hands.
It's the pace of Pitbull too. Look, he's sort of starting off the way Hemia here was starting off in nearly a rounds, and that's what he's going to need to do if he wants to rack up some more points in this game.
Now you just saw a little bit there, work from the forearm of Lucas Browne. He's getting frustrated with Putty holding him on the inside, so he's going to start to use his bulk and use a little bit more muscle to get rid of the smaller fighter. And you see forearm control again. Putty trying to capture the hands. Not the prettiest looking stuff there, but Browne's basically he's being held on the inside. He's waiting for the referee to come in and break it.
You're right, he is getting quite frustrated. All he can do is just unload a few pot shots into the rib cage there.
And he's getting back out into the centre ring. A little bit of tape has come loose on the left glove of Lucas Browne. There's that uppercut there, bumping him off. Looking for the uppercut. Yep, Lance Revel spotted the tape on the glove.
Starting to find a home too for that uppercut. You know, with the height and reach advantage, he'll throw and either catch it midway and then catch Putty as he's walking in.
Well, he's basically trying to catch him as he dips down, or throwing the long left hook to stop him from popping his head up. And you can see there, that's almost an MMA fighter's takedown defense.
Another uppercut there.
I'd like to see Lucas Browne there, just when he moves around to his left there. That was the left hook that missed. When he moves around to his right, rather, just uncork the left hook, and that'll set Putty up for the right hand. Once again, you can see Lucas Browne, he's controlling the wrist, controlling the forearms, possibly getting a touch frustrated at this point. Putty, now you can see why the head work is happening, because Putty won't let him go. He's like a little limpet clutching on.
Just missing there with the left. If he catches,
there's that uppercut. And Lucas Browne just touched him with the uppercut. Now he's using head control. Putty's throwing off the break. Lance Revel now going to have a stern warning to him. I think Lucas Browne will get tired of this soon. Wouldn't surprise me to see him try and close out the show.
Put more blood over the face there of Browne, but I just think it's from the head. It's not actually from the eyebrow and such.
Right, Lance Revel just got, I think he went to the wrong corner there. I'm not sure what happened there. Oh, there was
just,
that.
As you said, Mike, he's getting frustrated. He's trying to find a home for that uppercut.
Yeah.
And a right.
Now, Junior Putty's being forced to go on the defensive.
Pushing down now, almost a bit like a stuff. It is turning into a bit of a grapple match at times, though.
Well, clear frustration from Lucas Browne. I think he now probably just wants to get the man out of there. Junior Putty will need to be prepared to mount a bit of a defense soon, and look to try and catch Lucas Browne. Putting on a good show so far. Heading into round number 4. This is the WBC Asian Heavyweight title. It's a silver title belt, the famous green belt. Lucas Browne looking for this as an opportunity to reclaim ranking points. Junior Putty, Jack, and the giant killer situation.
It's certainly is, Micah. There's a massive height difference. The 5'7", 5'8" status of Pitbull against Big Daddy there in the red corner.
Bit of extra time taken in the corner there. Now let's see if Lucas Browne wants to get his man out of there. He's still looking for that uppercut. Lennox Lewis used to do that very well. Good left hook there from Junior Putty.
Big Daddy.
That was a right hand that landed.
Stepping right into that uppercut again. He's moving so well on his feet and certainly sinking it in.
Well, it's his hand control on the inside. He's actually controlling the clinch quite well. You can see him there using the forearms, fighting to keep his hands free. Just be good to see him. Nice little angle change again, but the left hook was the option there, not the uppercut. That was good work from Browne, just going to the body with the left hand. Putty again with the head on the inside. Browne just getting frustrated quite clearly there. I don't know why the referee isn't breaking them up.
Yeah, that's why he's sort of just trying to throw any sort of shot. Isn't he even looking at the ref at times to say, let's break this up?
Browne's missing with that right hand. Putty missing with the left hook, but Browne do well to throw the left uppercut off the right hand. Looking for the right uppercut in this case.
And that's the way too, he'll switch angles. If he doesn't hit one, he'll go the other, and certainly starting to land a few and sink those uppercuts into the Pitbull.
Pitbull holding on tight. Browne, you can see he's trying to land the uppercut. Interesting there from the Pitbull. He pulled the head down, hitting and holding.
You can see, I don't know if the Pitbull's getting frustrated, but sometimes when he does throw those hooks, they are with venomous intent.
Browne looking for that control, still looking for the right uppercut. Again, see when he's landing that left hook, he's moving off to his right, he's landing the left hook, but I just want to see him drop the right hand off that. Putty once again holding him. Browne trying to get his hands free. Punch to the solar plexus off the right hand.
Ref should be jumping in now too.
Well, he's trying to give them the opportunity as they lean against the ropes ringside right above us. He's trying to give them the opportunity to fight out, but when that's not happening, that uppercut's getting very close now. So's the hooking right hand. Putty, Junior Putty, notice he's using his left hand. He's getting it up under the armpit of Lucas Browne, which is preventing him from using the right hand with any authority when they're on the inside.
Another sinking uppercut. He's certainly finding a home for those.
Again, it wouldn't hurt him just to dig that into the body. Browne's getting annoyed now. Well, interesting fight so far. Not a fight that Junior Putty is winning. Lucas Browne is taking most of these rounds pretty comfortably, but he's getting frustrated. Smaller opponent. He's probably been allowed to hold a little bit too long.
And saying that, you know, it's not as a whitewash affair as some would have thought. Putty not making it easy for Big Daddy at all. We're halfway through this fight. Do you see it going the distance?
No, I think Junior Putty will get stopped in 5 or 6. He's getting very close with the right hand and he's getting more frustrated.
Both fellas looking relatively warm now as we go into round 5. Big Daddy there in the red corner. Junior Pitbull Putty there in the blue.
We haven't yet seen any really authoritative shots landed by Browne. Much vaunted punching power. He's just missing with these shots. Putty, very hard to track down. He's a smaller fighter.
Big Daddy saying, yep, that's all right.
Well, that was a decent shot from Junior Putty, but Big Daddy's taken some big shots before. Now, when he digs down there, that Tyson punch that he used to throw, the right rip to the body, then the right uppercut, that could well work for him.
there of Putty smashing down on the ring, calling commands.
Oh, exchange of left hooks there. That one did actually catch Browne. He's trying to get his hands free now. And Junior Putty doing his best to spoil on the inside. Going for the double underhooks. Almost looking like he was going to take the back. But forgetting which sport he was in. There was an uppercut then. Not super hard. Ripped to the body from Browne. He's just not been particularly fluent. And that's mostly because Junior Putty is holding on to him like a limpet crab.
Left hook there from Putty.
And again, Putty's there for the left body ripped. Good right uppercut. Browne's been working on that shot.
Now he's just putting his arms up. And
he's looking at the referee really closely there. He was showing some real frustration, Lucas Browne. It is turning into a very ugly fight. Browne got the underhook off the left hand, twisting him into the ropes. Putty's going to walk into a right hand soon.
Do you think the frustration is
now he's starting to come on. For the first time, Browne is landing several shots. Putty trying to sneak in a shot there. Lance Revel. There, big uppercut for the first time. That's the first one that's really landed. Well, Putty, this is his first sign of adversity. Can he get up? Well, one punching power. Junior Putty, he made a good fist of it while he lasted. But the first decent shot that landed, the heavy shot, the punching power of Lucas Browne, it was the uppercut. He was looking for it from about the second round onwards.
Big Daddy has arrived and conquered, taking away the straps tonight, Mike, from the Junior Putty Pitbull.
Well, Junior Putty, he did his best. He made the fight scrappy. He limited Lucas Browne's opportunities to get his hands free. That right hand was getting closer and closer, and as Isaac Savage asked me if I thought it would go the distance, I thought it would be stopped in round 5 or 6. And sure enough, Big Daddy landed the single shot, the right uppercut, and Junior Putty couldn't beat the count.
That was a beautiful Nostradamus prediction there, Mike. And hey, what a result for Big Daddy. First trip over to New Zealand, takes away the straps to get back on his path and career of another world title shot.
Well, he will now be back in the WBC rankings. Certainly not in the top 15, or I doubt in the top 15, but he'll be there or thereabouts, lurking, looking for an opportunity. Certainly this won't do his chances any harm of a potential fight with the likes of Joseph Parker. Of course, that's dependent on his fight against Flores in mid-December, and I'll be bringing that to you on Sky TV.
What a night that's going to be. In
Christchurch. Great undercard on that fight as well. Let's have a look back at tonight's fights. Obviously, Junior Putty stopped by a clean KO in round number 5. Hemi Ahio, a 6-round unanimous points victory over Conrad Lamb. And a cracking fight, Floyd Masson against Smiley Narvosa. Masson taking away the victory there in 4. Oh, no surprises there with the results. It was an uppercut, landed in the 5th round, detonated on the chin of Junior Putty. Putty, a brave performance. He tried to get his hands free. He landed a few clean shots in anger. And in the end, it was experience.